Yeah, kind of expected after getting so many small girls. Eventually, we're going to have a big girl, a big girl. Yamame is finally here, and I have to say, I really like this character. I think she's really cute. I like her story. I think, despite the fact that I think this is probably one of the weakest episodes when it comes to comedy, I think it's a really solid episode when it comes to the introduction of a character. There's a lot of heart here. I think for a while now, we've got a lot of characters that are being introduced that don't really have like a really solid backstory. I mean, yes, technically with like Narishiko, it's like a lot to do with her family kind of forcing her into more of a traditional Japanese lifestyle. But this one's like more like getting into like some trauma. Like there's some actual trauma here. Like this girl has just got such a big heart for her big self. She got this big heart. She's very, very kind. And then like being afraid of seeing the damages that wildfires do. Like everything, it just kills everything in its wake. But yes, I really did like her character. Yeah, she's big. I know there's going to be a lot of people that have been here for a long time. They're going to start teasing me in the comments about how people believe that I have like this obsession with giant girls. I can't really figure out. Like, yes, I like the girl from Seven Deadly Sins, but that's a lot to do with her seiyuu. Like, I just don't, there's not many other characters that are like really big that I really like, but that seems to become a joke at this point, but I'll take it. I'll take my hits when I need it. But yeah, let's get into the episode proper. Opening up, yes, we have the introduction of Yamame. I like how it just opens up to the crackle. Like, legit, the episode opens up crackle. We're just going to open up like that, like a cold crackle opening. But no, apparently he was going there because he wanted to see all of his girlfriends wearing flower crowns. And so he goes to the garden to see if he can find... I like it implies the fact that... Does it imply the fact that Iku read his mind? That was weird. I don't... Maybe the animation messed up or something, but I don't recall seeing his face move. But then she's like, oh, yo, you can go to this place to get some like stuff. I'm like, wait, did she read his mind? Wait, what? Anyways, that aside, that was weird. Yes, we get the introduction of Yamame. And yes, like I said before, I love her design. She's absolutely cute. I love how they quickly realize that these aren't like hairpins. It's just that the butterflies like hang around her. And it gets to the fact that she purposely chooses her shampoo so it doesn't harm them. Like everything that she does is around the idea of protecting other things. And I love that aspect of her. This big, like, again, like massive heart. But yeah, going into him, like going around, you know, helping her out with stuff. Eventually, yes, getting into that she's very overly protective of this stuff. It gets into how, like, when she was in the past bullied by other people for how big she is. This reminds me a lot of Gungale Online, by the way. Alternative Gungale Online. This idea of somebody that doesn't like being big. And I wonder if they may eventually get into her doing something to get smaller and then potentially not liking that because she can't shield things. They're totally going to do that. They'll probably have like an episode where Kusuri is like going around and helping people with things with her little potions or something like that. Because we haven't done anything with Kusuri in a long time. I think we need a Kusuri episode. I always love the Kusuri episodes because Kusuri is chaos. She breaks the world. Like the whole, you know, them turning into children, like turning them into babies. That episode was Kusuri. She likes to break things. She makes things not natural. I think even the hair one was her, right? She just breaks the game. Anyways, that aside, I'm sure there's going to have an episode where she like makes potions and probably makes one for Yamame, and Yamame is going to get turned smaller. And then at that point, she's going to realize that I can't shield things anymore. But anyways, yeah, her whole backstory is the fact that she was bullied, and then she found out that because of her size, she's able to help things. And so she, helps this bird up to the nest again and shows this girl in the middle of a massive storm. She's shielding a flower. Big heart. But I mean, the fact that she wants to save the weeds, which that's an interesting thing. I mean, it gets into like a little bit too much into the weeds. Wait, it's too much into the weeds. For lack of a better term here, the fact that she's like very overly protective of everything, that everything needs to survive, even weeds. They pull the weeds and she's like, no, don't throw them away. We're going to plant them over here. I have a weed garden over here. She's saving the weeds. At what point does it get to an element where you're saving one thing and damage another? Like weeds especially kill other things. And weeds, I would assume, can kill each other if they're in close proximity. I don't know. It's one of those things where like at some point you're causing damage by, you know, saving one thing. It's like, you know, saving the predator so that the prey dies. That kind of thing. Anyways, again, it's too much in the weeds at this point. It's not that deep. But yeah, she's just got the massive heart. I absolutely adore this. She is just way too precious. She pretty much goes in the realms of something like a Shizuka. Just protect this girl. Protect her from all evil. Yes, including the creeper teacher. I forgot this. I briefly forgot this was a character in this series. I don't like this character. I mean, it was funny the first couple times when she popped up, but I can't stand this teacher at this point. It's like every time they show up, it's just the same joke, and it's like, okay, get out, get out of here! Like this thing's like creeping around, looking like a 4,000 HP boss, or was it level? I don't remember what it was, but yeah, just like skittering around and has like these things burning on their back. What? Anyways, yes, this triggers the trauma in Yamame that at some point in the past they've seen a forest fire and it completely devastated this forest, killed everything in its wake, and they just can't stand it. This is something that just completely debilitates her, and I love at this moment having, you know, somebody that is always shielding things suddenly being protected by Rentaro, and that causes her to like him. It was super cute, but I like the fact that she's like, yeah, your girlfriend will probably really like this, and then later on she's like confessing because, you know, he saved her, and then it just turns into this whole thing of like, but we can't be together. He's like, no, I have 13 girlfriends. But 13 at this point, I think it's 13. I have 13 girlfriends. It's okay. Wait, what do you mean? You can't do, that's not okay. Is that okay? Oh yeah, it's perfectly fine. You know how all these plans and everything are all like polyamorous or whatever? Yeah, it works for everything else. Why not us? Oh, what she said, like you were like this spirit of all things that I've saved or something like that. It's just, yes, exactly. Just go with it, Rentaro. Just go with it. It was a cute little confession there, but yeah, could do without the teacher. The teacher's a bit too much, in my opinion. The teacher's just a bit too much, but yeah, let's cut over to the introduction. Again, this whole entire second half, it's cute. And again, it's a lot to do with kind of seeing how like big-hearted Yamame is, like all the work that she puts into stuff. She's again very incredible character, and I love seeing the characters in the gowns. Oh my gosh, the white gowns. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, yeah, they say it's literally like the perfect thing for the crowns, so it works out. But yeah, they were beautiful in those dresses. I love the small group. The small group coming over to bring Yamame into it. You got to have your dress up too. You got to join us with this whole thing. It was super cute seeing them, but it was just kind of a blah little segment, like just them going around and eating vegetables and eating the strawberries, and then Rentaro freaking out about how beautiful, you know, eating strawberries is for girlfriends and all that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's cute and it's beautiful, but like, I need something else here. Give me something else. I did like the little brief moment where Hahari's recalling back to the footage that she got of the dance, the idol group, and her just like completely just bleeding out on the desk. Her nose is bleeding so much, she's bleeding out of the desk, and she just like shaking everything. It was just, that was a bit much. That was a bit much. But anyways, yes, it all leads to, again, what I think is a solid little story here with Yamame. The fact that she has like this insecurity about her size. And again, it's similar to something like, I think this in general, this is an insecurity. It's similar to people that are small size, have the insecurity that nobody can love them because they're so small, whatever. It's the same thing for somebody that is bigger size or especially taller, is that there's like a stigma around the idea for men. I mean, they even show like a brief clip. This is something I've actually heard from people saying. It's an uncomfortable thing for some men, or at least an insecurity for men, to be with a woman that they have to look up to, that has to lean down for them. It's just an unfortunate, like, innate nature, whether you want to believe it's a societal thing or if it's a instinctual thing, that men have that uncomfortableness of having a woman have to bend down for them. That's what they're kind of establishing here. I think Rentaro handles it really decently well, having them all get on these little mounds with these long dresses, and goes, I want to, you know, try out this whole thing of the bend down kiss. He wants to try the bend down kiss. And I mean, it goes to Rentaro's character. He's like, you know, some people are into small, some people are into big, and I'm all for it all. I mean, if he's going to be having 100 girlfriends who are going to be all different archetypes and different sizes and shapes and everything, he's going to have to be used to this, right? He's going to have to be used to this, right? It was a cute little moment. I especially like that Rentaro picked up on that brief glance to the shadows. Oh, she was uncomfortable. She looked at that and immediately said, I'm not ready yet. Yeah, something happened. They were all getting this stupid strawberry kiss thing. Freaking Hyakkano just looking for an excuse to kiss Rentaro. I want to see if it enhanced the flavor of a kiss. Everybody try it. They're just going crazy, and suddenly she comes over to Yamame and says, you want to try it too, don't you? She had the truly face going on. You want to try it out too, huh? Okay, I admit there's a lot of good parts of the second half. It's just I think overall it as a value is very lacking. That's all I'm saying. It has some funny moments in it. I think that's pretty much it. Again, I really like Yamame's character. She looks adorable. I do like the verbal tick too. I think that's something I forgot to mention, but yeah, I really do like the actual different dialects. I'm not sure exactly what kind of dialect it is, but it's got like a little verbal tick to it. And I like when they first introduced them, they point out, or was it, no, it was Kusuri pointed out the fact that she has this little, like, verbal tick. And she was doing the no thing at the very end of it, and so Kanade calls her out, like, what are you talking about? What about yours? Again, there's these archetypes, and they have all these little ticks and whatnot to make them, like, unique in the group, and it's like, don't point out somebody else's tick when you have a tick yourself. It was good. It was good. Overall, decent episode. Not one of the greatest, but again, I do like Yamame's introduction. I think we still got a couple more question mark, or at least one more, I think, that we have to introduce that we introduced in the first episode. This is sort of one of those, like, bummer things that they introduce the characters early on because you sort of already know their ticks. I assume that Yamame was going to be very protective of nature or being, like, overly kind-hearted because we've seen in the first episode, you know, she didn't want to land on something and Rintaro helped her out. So we knew that was going to be her thing already. So not that it's deep. I mean, these character storylines are very shallow and unfortunately getting more shallow as the story goes along just because it feels like it's trying to process these characters faster and faster. But anywho, that's my thoughts on the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, hit the like button down below. Till next time, you take care.